free ground-based resources from responding to the fire. When that happens, the fire takes control. In a forested urban area, a wildfire outbreak can quickly spread, threaten lives and property. What begins as a small fire outbreak rapidly escalates, resulting in the expenditure of hundreds of thousands of dollars in men and equipment, millions of dollars in property damage, and the loss of valuable wilderness resources. Fighting a wildfire is a tough job. First, you have to contain it, prevent it from spreading or flaring up. Then comes the physical work, the mop-up. Wildfires are essentially put out with ground crews. While the work is slow and backbreaking, smothering the fire, cooling down hot spots, no other method is as effective. The initial attack program with retardant aircraft is designed to launch a coordinated aerial attack on the fire while it is small, and to contain it until the ground crew can reach the fire site and put it out. The initial attack puts time on the side of the firefighter. Conair Aviation is a world leader in the design, development, manufacture, and operation of aerial delivery systems for forest fire control. Conair has over 30 years of firefighting experience and is currently operating over 50 fixed-wing aircraft in firefighting operations. Frontier Helicopters, a wholly owned subsidiary, operates over 30 turbine helicopters in firefighting and fire-related activities. The initial attack concept has been refined and field-tested in Western Canada, an area with vast wilderness resources and a high number of wildfire outbreaks.
We're in Kamloops Fire Control. It's Provincial Fire Center in Victoria.
Initial attack success depends on early detection. Fast, aggressive one-strike attack with fire retardant. And a final mop-up by ground crews that is 100% complete. Early detection of fires, which are often reported by the general public, assures the success of initial attack. An effective detection system consists of lookout towers, a network of lightning detectors, patrol planes, and a public awareness campaign. The initial attack infrastructure consists of fire control centers, communication facilities, and air tanker bases with retardant mixing tanks located throughout the region. An air tanker group consists of bird dog aircraft and several retardant-carrying aircraft. Retardants are used to contain the fire. They are dropped as a guard around the perimeter of the fire rather than directly on the flames. Long-term retardants, unlike water or water and foam, remain effective several days after they're dropped. Retardant is made from commercial fertilizers and promotes new forest growth long after the fire is extinguished. When a fire in a wilderness area threatens valuable timber resources, or in a populated area where a spreading fire threatens lives and property, an initial attack is launched.
Kilowatt Fire Control, approximately 1 mile northwest of Lightning Lakes. Fire is burning approximately the 4,400-foot level.
Good afternoon, Abbotsford Tanker Base.
Yes, Abbotsford Tanker Base. This is the fire control officer with a tanker request.
Stand by one, please. Go ahead with fire info.
Okay, geographic location is northwest of Lightning Lakes.
Initial attack is directed from a bird dog aircraft. This air attack team consists of an experienced pilot and the air attack officer. Both are experienced firefighting specialists. While the Turbo Firecat aircraft are loaded with retardant, the air attack team receives fire information and is immediately dispatched to the fire. The retardant loading is completed in less than 2 minutes.
Gunner T-18, clear takeoff, runway 19 on the wind 2105.
At the fire site, the air attack officer assesses the fire behavior and devises an attack plan. The bird dog pilot assesses the terrain for possible hazards that might affect the safe operation of the firefighting aircraft. It is the bird dog crew with their aerial perspective of the fire site that is the key to the success of the initial attack. The use of the bird dog aircraft saves valuable firefighting aircraft time. By the time the first Turbo Firecat aircraft has arrived at the fire site, the air attack officer has completed his assessment of the fire.
Hey, Roger, Tim. Just to give you a quick rundown, we've got a small fire in timber. And the objective of this exercise, we're going to box it in.
Any hazards? Okay, we checked. Tall snag on the exit.
The bird dog then demonstrates the planned run for the first delivery of retardant.
Coming up on a small ridge.
The pilot watches the demonstration from a predetermined orbit altitude.
Short final.
The air attack officer identifies any hazards, prominent reference features, the delivery start point, the line direction, and the departure route.
00, exit straight out. And caution, rising ground under your right wing.
And Tanker 16 has that. We're turning crosswind to join downwind left for a double door south.
And 16 checks. Could you start the load 1/4 door before the smoke?
The first aircraft duplicates the bird dog's demonstration run over the fire, with the bird dog aircraft following in formation to assess the drop for accuracy and effectiveness. The air attack officer now directs the first aircraft to make a second run on the fire site, as the initial attack operation begins to box in the fire. The second aircraft, which has now arrived at the fire site, observes the run and the retardant drop. Having discharged its load of retardant, the first aircraft is directed to return to base to await further instructions, or to be directed to another fire operation.
Yeah, we check a bullseye. Return to Abbotsford.
The bird dog aircraft now directs the second firefighting aircraft to drop its retardant to connect with the previous drops.
Okay, guard, there was a bullseye. Then we'll come around again, parallel on the left-hand side.
Okay, we have that. We'll come around in right-hand orbit for a 2-door drop on the left-hand side of the fire.
Okay, Gord, that was a bullseye. That's good shooting. Okay, that'll be Abbotsford instead.
With the fire successfully contained, the aircraft is then directed to return to base, ready for another target. The bird dog command aircraft circles the fire site to assist in the mop-up. The fire is completely surrounded by a fire retardant line. There is sufficient retardant coverage to hold the fire until the ground forces can extinguish it.
In the northwest corner.
At the tanker base, the retardant aircraft stand ready to be directed to the next target.
Okay, guys, I just got a call from the ground crew in the district.
Later, the air attack officer conducts a debriefing to assess the success of the initial attack operation. The principles of initial attack apply equally to fixed wing as well as rotary wing aircraft. A helitanker with a fixed tank carrying retardant, water, or water and foam can be launched in an initial attack. The helitankers can also be used to transport ground crews to the fire site and support them in firefighting activities. A self-loading hover fill feature allows the helicopter to fill its tank in 50 seconds. A download feature delivers water into holding tanks for use by the ground crew. A foam injection system provides an option of using foam to attack the fire. Initial attack, a demonstrated successful use of retardant aircraft to contain wildfires. Initial attack puts time back on the side of the firefighter.